Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the match here on WWE 2K25. This one is a fatal four-way elimination extreme rules match, and the winner of this one will go on to Sunday to face off against Aja Kong for the SWE Women's Hardcore Championship. We have got 4 women representing 4 different companies. Starting off then with Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa is currently 3rd in the overall rankings, on plus 10 after 30 matches. I must admit the majority of her good form came in 2021. She was plus 10 from 17 matches back then. Since then, she had a plus 4 in 2022 and she's been a downgrade ever since. So she got minus 1 in 2023, minus 1 in 2024, and already this year she is on minus 2. But a plus 10 overall still keeps her 3rd in the rankings. And of course, she is a former SWE World Women's Champion. She was the 7th ever Women's Champion, defeating the Bunny, or Cherry Bomb, or Ali, whatever you want to call her. But then went on to lose the belt to Sasha Banks / Mercedes Moné. So that is your representative from AEW. Next up then we have representing... I don't know who it is. I can't remember what order I put them in, so I'm having to wait. It's Natsuko Tora. We saw this lady debuting recently as a part of a 6-woman tag team match back at, was it last week? Might have actually just been last week. It was, yes. We did Tekla Sky Blue and Julia Hart of the Triangle of Madness up against Oedo Tai's, Starlight Kid, Momo Watanabe, and Natsuko Tora. So that was Tora's first ever match in our Universe mode, and she actually got the victory in that one, that 6-woman tag team match, so she's on plus 1 from 1. So this is her first chance to show what she can do in a singles capacity. Next up then, we've got someone who I'm not even sure is on the ranking. She's not, you know. This is a debut for the former worker from Ring of Honor. This is Mickie Knuckles. It's not the best core, but it was the only one we had really available, and it gets the job done. You know exactly who it's supposed to be. And she was an absolute brute, and still is across the independent scene in the hardcore division. So somebody who definitely... Oh, those tattoos are a bit iffy, aren't they? But someone who definitely should get the showcased here and there, I imagine. I can't even talk anymore. And then finally, then representing CMLL, we have got Dalys. Dalys? Who the F is Dalys? Dalys from CMLL made her debut as part of the Fresh Meat show a couple of weeks ago. She was in that gauntlet match and got 2 eliminations before being eliminated, so currently sat on plus 1 from 1 match. So a big opportunity then for all these ladies, really. I mean, Thunder Rosa's had a bad time over the last couple of years, but the other 3 have not really seen much life at all in this Universe mode. I mean, Dalys and Natsuko's only had 1 match apiece. Mickie Knuckles never wrestled before, so to be brought straight in to a championship opportunity here. Remember, the winner of this one faces Aja Kong at Forbidden Door on Sunday for the SWE World Hardcore Women's Championship. It's a big opportunity for any of them, and I don't know who I even fancy to win this, to be honest. I mean, any of them would be interesting. I mean, Mickie Knuckles making her debut is very much specialised in the women's hardcore division. If you just Google her, you'll find loads of videos of her doing some crazy crap in the likes of IWA and stuff like that, where they're just light tubing each other and smashing the living crap out of each other, which is the good old-fashioned stuff, you know. Tora is not necessarily a hardcore wrestler, but is someone who is known for utilising that style when it's needed. Same with Dalys, really. She's a big female powerhouse, not renowned as a hardcore wrestler, but somebody who is able to utilise that style if needed. Same with Thunder Rosa. We've seen a couple of death matches and so forth she's done on AEW television, even Ring of Honor as well, where she has been very effective with the old weapons. Thunder Rosa now taking the knee of Mickie Knuckles, and this is a standard fatal 4-way elimination match, so obviously all 3 of your opponents need to be pinned and submitted before you can win the match. And in our ranking system, it's going to be plus 1 point for every elimination and minus a point for being eliminated, and a bonus point for the winner. So 4 points up for grabs here. So if you can eliminate all 4 of your opponents, which we have seen in the past a few times now, if you can eliminate all 4 of your opponents, or all 3 of your opponents, sorry, and win the match, you'll get +4 from this, which is enough to put any of these ladies in a much, much, much better position. Dalys now working over Thunder Rosa into the corner. Mickie Knuckles now taking down Thunder Rosa. And Dalys now around the back of Mickie Knuckles. Yeah, Dalys is going to be an interesting one. She is the absolute powerhouse in this match. But they all have their own individual styles and wiles, don't they, really? Thunder Rosa, nice hip toss, taking down Dalys. They've just announced Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for WrestlePalooza. It's going to be brutal, that one. It's going to be brutal, lads. I'm glad AEW's on the same day, that's all I can say. Brock Lesnar hit 3 F5s and looks absolutely shattered, bless him. Mickie Knuckles getting rolled through. Of course, it is full count anywhere as well. Knuckles now rolling through onto Dalys, placing the entire body weight in the shoulder. Look at the strength of Dalys, though, to bridge out. Incredible core strength now with the backslide. Thunder Rosa working over the arm of Natsuko Tora. Thunder Rosa now rolling Mickie Knuckles through. That Tora just sending Dalys straight into Thunder Rosa, and now Dalys with a big German suplex on the outside. Thunder Rosa catching her with a strike in the face. Now up on the shoulders, Thunder Rosa in with a Death Valley driver on Dalys. That could be an opportunity. Nope, maybe not. I thought she was going to go for the pin. Instead, she decided to go after Mickie Knuckles and Tora, which is a bit of a stupid move, to be honest. Pin now by Mickie Knuckles, and that's Natsuko Tora, only a 1 count. Thunder Rosa now dragging Mickie Knuckles across. Knuckles fighting back with the elbows. And it'll be a little bit of time. I think everyone's going to start to build up some finishings and signatures before we start to see some eliminations. Big Michinoku driver there, though, by Thunder Rosa on Dalys. There's a pin attempt. That could be enough. Nope, only a 1 count still. Mickie Knuckles now inside the ring with the steel chair. Gets a boot in the gut by Thunder Rosa. Knuckles with a hip toss taking Thunder Rosa down. Now Tora sending Knuckles in to the apron. I'm not even sure who I even fancy to win this one, to be honest. I said of it, they're all very even. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, for the future, what helps me out more next week for when worlds collide. I think Dalys is only quite new into things. I don't know if she's necessarily... I was saying she's new to it. She's only 50 years old. What am I on about? Okay, she's worked for AAA as well. Dalys has worked AAA, so Dalys is the perfect winner for this because she goes straight into being used next week. Big double arm DDT there by Mickie Knuckles, though, on Dalys. There's the pin. For the 1. Only a 1 count again. I thought Dalys was like a young up-and-comer. No, she's a bloody 50-year-old woman. Former CMLL Women's Champion. Former CMLL Japanese Women's Champion. I don't know how that works. Winner of a bodybuilding contest 2 years. Ranked 70 in the Best Female Wrestlers PWI 100 in 2018. Goes up in with a choke slam and stacks up Mickie Knuckles for the pin. Referee so slow to get in position, it wasn't even a 1 count. Dalys now in control of Thunder Rosa, sends her face first into the apron. And Tora catches Dalys. I should have said I wanted Dalys to win because now inevitably she's going to be the first person eliminated. And here we go right now. You watch. 1 and a 2. No, only a 2 count. Mickie Knuckles now. Shining Wizard on Thunder Rosa as Tora heads up top. Knuckles throws Tora off the top onto Dalys. And now lining up Dalys. Mickie Knuckles is on one now. In with a fisherman's suplex. Leg is hooked for the pin. They didn't go for it as Natsuko Tora got back up to her feet. And Tora! Lovely sort of X-Plex. There's the pin. Oh, it's only a 2 count. That were close, that were. Dalys dumping Thunder Rosa to the outside. And the damage has been done now. We're starting to get to the point where we can start to think we're going to see multiple eliminations. People are taking a lot of damage. There's only so much more they can take. And I feel like 1 or 2 more big moves will be enough to wipe the floor with some people. Dalys now with a pin. She's got Mickie Knuckles once again stacked up. And Mickie Knuckles is gone, eliminated by Dalys. Who gets herself the point, moves up to a +2 overall. Mickie Knuckles then moving down to a -1 after losing this match. And then there were 3. I'm assuming Tora, Natsuko Tora. Oh, that sounded like a guitar, that did. Tora then has wrestled for Stardom. That looks like it, to be honest. Just all sole Stardom. And then Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa might have done some AAA in the past. Thunder Rosa wrestling in the past. Thunder Rosa worked for 4 years for Lucha Underground, which is run by AAA. We can get away with that. She also worked AAA back in 2022. She worked Impact Wrestling in 2021. There we go. We can get away with Thunder Rosa. We can get away with Dalys. And Asha Kong, of course, worked WWE. So, I mean, anybody Natsuko Tora works. So we all know who's going to win this match now, don't we? As Tora now sending Thunder Rosa face first into the apron. Dalys sending her back into the ring. And now going after Thunder Rosa. Tora now stacking up Thunder Rosa for the pin. Only a 1 count. Dalys dumping Tora to the outside after trying to go after Thunder Rosa again, but Thunder Rosa has her up on the shoulders, in with a Death Valley driver, and I think Dalys' head may have hit the steel trash can lid, but instead of going for the pin, for some reason she's come outside to get the stop sign. I mean, that was the perfect opportunity to eliminate Dalys, but instead, she just didn't bother. Bizarre, to say the least, in my opinion, but Dalys now with a trash can lid. Thunder Rosa now with Dalys up on the shoulders. Michinoku driver on the outside. Crashed and burned in for the pin. This has got to be the end of Dalys now, surely. Referee's going to slap her in the head in the process, and there she goes. Dalys is eliminated. Dalys moves back down to a +1. Thunder Rosa, with that elimination, moves up to a -1 for the year and a +11 overall. Just so secure in that 3rd place. As Tora in, looking for the running spear, but look like Thunder Rosa reversed it into a DDT and now has the steel chair right across the spine of Tora. And again, raining down those spine strikes. Thunder Rosa now with Tora up on the shoulders again, in with a Michinoku driver. There's the pin. This could be enough to win the match for the 1, the 2, and no, it's not. Tora still stays alive. Thunder Rosa in control of this one now. There's the pin once again. It's only a 1 count. Tora now dropping a boot right into the face. Thunder Rosa went for the running dropkick. Tora was able to move out the way. Move out the way? You know what I mean. And Tora now with the boots right into the chest. Remember, the winner of this one will go on to face off against Aja Kong at Forbidden Door on Sunday, or tomorrow, as it's otherwise known. Tora there with the big knees into the side of the leg. Tora now gonna take Thunder Rosa up with that X-Plex. There's the pin. The referee's there to count. It's a 1. It's a 2. It's a no. The match continues on. Natsuko Tora now walks all the way around the ring. I'm not quite sure where she's going to. Either way, she's gone the long way. She's done a full lap of the ring and then tripped over in the process of trying to do a clothesline. It wasn't pretty at all, was it? As Thunder Rosa now gets booted away, Tora catches her up onto the shoulder. In with a running Death Valley driver. I told you it was going to happen, didn't I? As soon as I said who I wanted to win and who would be the worst case scenario for when worlds collide, it was always going to... Oh, no, maybe not. It's only a 2 count. Thunder Rosa now bringing Tora back up to a standing base, up on the shoulders. And in with a Death Valley driver once again on the outside. This has got to be the opportunity now for Thunder Rosa for the 1, the 2, and no, it's still only a 2. Wow. Absolute madness, you know. Thunder Rosa now stalking Tora once again. And now look at that Michinoku driver. That's got to be enough. Hook the leg. Put a fork in her. She is done. What? How on earth? How on earth is Natsuko Tora still going? Look how far she is away, though. If this is an attempt to go for it, yeah, Thunder Rosa decided against that. She was far too far away. There's the hip toss. Tora now with the trash can lid. She threw it at Thunder Rosa. I think she missed. It was pretty poor, to be honest. Now Tora is up on the top. Not sure what the plan is here. She went for the diving foot stomp. Thunder Rosa was able just to step underneath it, and now... Nope. Tora reverses it into a neck breaker. And there's the leg drop as well. It's been a pretty good performance by both these ladies, to be honest. I mean, it's a shame they both can't go on to the pay-per-view, really. And there's a submission locked in here by Tora on Thunder Rosa. Will she tap? No. The match continues. Tora now sending Thunder Rosa off the ropes. Underneath she goes. In with a big shoulder block. Completely flattens and clatters her. It's been a really good match between these two, to be honest. Tora sending Thunder Rosa right into the corner. There's a boot into the chest. Another big boot into the chest. The crowd are not enjoying this either. The crowd are really, really going at it. As Tora now, oh look at this, just moving Thunder Rosa around before hitting that Death Valley driver. That's got to be it then. For the 1, the 2, and the 3, and that is it. Wow, Thunder Rosa's really highly rated in the system. Drops back down to a +10 now, which is equal with Rhea Ripley in 3rd and 4th position. But it is a winner for Natsuko Tora with the 2 eliminations and the victory. After 2 matches now, she's up to 4 points. That's a massive, massive boost for her. And it's a really strong member of Stardom that is, I'm really happy, is quite high up, to be honest. We need to make sure that we build upon that in the future and give us some more opportunities. This was a huge win, this one. And she's got that next opportunity. The one person I necessarily didn't want to win. Not because I don't like her. I'm just thinking selfishly ahead for when worlds collide. But I mean, the actual concept of the match at the pay-per-view now, Aja Kong versus Natsuko Tora is huge, really. You got one of Stardom's current day stars up against one of the legends of Japanese wrestling, should I say, not Mexican, what am I on about? This is what happens when I'm recording at 3 o'clock in the morning, my brain starts to turn to mush. I mean, it wasn't far away from mush to start with, to be honest with you, but... And there it was, the big Death Valley drive at the very end for Tora, who is now undefeated after 2 matches then. Won that 6-woman tag team match last week against the Triangle of Madness, and now, with 1 elimination, was the most important elimination, the final elimination, wins this hardcore #1 contendership. And we will see Aja Kong versus Natsuko Tora tomorrow for the SWE Women's Hardcore Championship. Right then, hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, hit the like, subscribe, and the good stuff, and I'll see you again later on. The next match coming up is also going to be a #1 contendership when we see Jon Moxley going one-on-one against Minoru Suzuki. The winner gets Rosa at the pay-per-view on Sunday. Good night.